So I'm gonna do this from a personal experience, you could say. Uh, I've always, I want to say, I've gone to the gym for the past, 3, 4 years, but it's been to the point where I've been on and off. So I would constantly work out. I honestly didn't have a gym to start off with that. I actually just got my membership. When was it? Actually, this summer that just passed is when I actually got my first membership to the gym. How I started working out was usually in my garage. That's where I started. I was always, I had dumbbells, and that's really all I used. And also, I don't know if you've heard of Insanity. I use that as well. But for me, it's always been for me. I would go to the gym. I stay off. I do a program for say a month or two, and after those 2 months, I would stop. I would stop, going to the gym, and I noticed, after losing all the fat I lost, or because I've never really put myself to gain weight, so I would lose all the fat while working out, and then I build it back up. So I really wasn't doing anything with my body. It got to the point where it was just pointless and stupid of me to actually go to the gym every day, or not to the gym, but work out every day, because I really wasn't doing it the right way, you could say. I wasn't consistent as I should have been. Honestly, my body would be completely different if I would have been consistent with what I was doing. But I never really was consistent in my workouts. I would work out one day, take the next day off, work out the next day, probably take the rest of the week off. Months would pass by. I wouldn't even go in my garage or do anything. I would just come home. Living with my parents, I'd come home, do homework, watch TV all day. Sometimes not even do homework. I would just not give a crap about anything. That's typically how I was. And now, a couple years later, living on my own now, my own apartment, going to school, working, I'm actually tired, But, growing up, being an adult, it's not easy. It's always a struggle. But it's just been to the point, since I've actually moved out, which was just a couple months ago, I've been pushing myself harder than before. I haven't been, giving up. This past week, actually, I went to the gym only 2-3 times a day, because I felt like I just needed a rest. I just needed a rest week, just to get everything back in order, get everything situated, focus on what to do here, what to do there, because it gets complicated at a certain time. But to the point, this is honestly, I've only taken 1 week off since I've started this bulk, starting in August, September, whenever I started, 4 months ago, put it that way. But it's just been to the point, since that starting point, I really haven't taken like a whole week off. I've never taken more than 2 days off. I've really been consistent. I've never, given up starting since that point. I want to say I've never given up starting since I actually started dieting, which is actually in March. Since starting in March, I have never stopped doing what I have been doing to actually get to the point where I am right now. I've been, pushing myself harder than before, constantly doing what I have to do every day. I have to wake up almost every day at 4 in the morning just to actually get my day started, go to work, I go to school. It's honestly a struggle, but I'm actually pushing myself. And between actually having the stress that I have to deal with at work, the stress that I have to deal with at school, the teachers, all these dumbass professors, all the homework I have to come home to, it's my 3rd year at the university. It's my 2nd semester, 3rd year, whatever the fuck you want to call that. It's starting to a point where everything's getting a little bit more difficult. And I have, so I have a job, I have that on top. And on top of all of that, I always come home every day, and the first thing I do is wash my face, change my clothes, put my gym clothes on, and I go straight to the gym. Reason why I do that is because I found a passion. It's something I love to do. I'm falling in love for it, and it's just something that it's honestly a stress reliever for me. Going to the gym, just repping it out, doing this, doing that, every day. Every certain day is different. Every day has a different outcome. But just being able just to go to the gym just lets me forget about everything that's around me and really just focus on what I'm doing, and what I really want to do, and what my passion is going to the gym and just pushing myself to be someone better than before. At this point, I don't know where I'm going to be going. future's a future. I've been pushing myself so far. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep going as strong as I can. You know, people may talk crap about you. They might let, you know, push you down, you know, say, you know, why did you move out of your parents' house? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Are you working more than you're supposed to be working? Are you pushing more than you're supposed to be working? You know, I give two shits about what everybody says about me. They can hate me. They can talk shit behind my back. Will I care? No, I won't care. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing this because I'm following my dreams, my goals, and, you know, hopefully what I'll be doing in the next 6 months will be better than what I'm doing right now. And I'm actually pushing myself to be, you know, someone better than I am before, than all these people just talking crap behind my back while they're just standing there doing their daily routine every day, you know, doing the same crap consistently every day. Are they going to get anywhere? No, they're not going to get anywhere. I'm actually pushing myself, you know, I want to do something later on in the future. I already know what I want to do with my life, and I'm starting now. I'm starting now, and I'm starting to make that change. Not like everybody else just sitting around just doing nothing. So I'm actually pushing myself and being someone better than I was before. So that's the message I want to leave you with. You don't give up. You do what you want to do. Don't let anybody else tell you what you have to do in your life. If you don't want to go to school, you don't go to school. If you want to drop out, you drop out. I'm not telling you to drop out, you know, but it's just what you want to do. You don't do what others tell you to do. Because if you do that, someone else is controlling your life, and what's the whole point of that? You control your own life and you do whatever you want.
Sup? Am I supposed to say something here?
Oh, I thought I was going to cut this out.
You son of a